Alien hybridization. Basically, it's when aliens take people from the population and basically females, and they take the egg from their womb and alter it with their genetics, so the baby that the woman gives birth to is part alien and part human. Generally, they have characteristics of humans with the alien genetics in them. And this process began because they really can't reside in this world. The Greys can't reside here because the atmosphere is not correct for them. So the only way they could actually inhabit this planet was through Neanderthals, and that's where it started, okay? Basically, Neanderthals were the first hybrids, and Darwin was kind of correct, but he didn't understand exactly anything about the aliens being extraterrestrials being involved with this hybridization. Okay, so what's been going on is I am an alien human hybrid, okay? My mom was a Catholic, and she was abstaining from relations, sexual relations, and had been so for 3 months, and she had missed her cycle. And when she missed her cycle, she was concerned. She thought there was something wrong, so she went to the doctor, and the doctor checked her out, and basically he said, called her after the results came back and said, "You're pregnant, Helene." And she goes, "I can't be pregnant." He says, "You are pregnant." He says, "You're pregnant. You're expecting." And she goes, "But I haven't had any sexual relations with anybody, and nobody." And he says, "Well," he says, "you've had the relations with somebody." He says, "You're pregnant." So she was kind of set back and floored by it, and my so-called earthly dad was not pleased about this situation, and basically he thought that she was messing around when she swore to me she wasn't. She says, if I knew that you had a father on a different dad, she says, I would tell you, Michael. She says, there has been no other man. She said, I'd want you to know this. And this is in my 20s when she said this. And I was kind of shocked myself. She says, I'm telling you. And then what she related, what I'm going to tell you right now, what she related to me, she also related to my wife, who is sitting here, Susan.
Hello, everyone.
And she said, she had memories of being on a craft before she got pregnant and during her pregnancy, and she said they were very uncomfortable. And
she sure did. That's right.
That's what she said. Susan heard her say it too. She said it to her too also. So that being said, I want to go further into the hybridization. I am an alien human hybrid, and that means my mom is of Earth. I'm a primary because her egg was altered by the extraterrestrials on their craft, okay? So I'm a first generation. My children with my wife are second generations, okay? Because they came down, or secondaries, okay? My children's children, or my grandkids, are third generation. Their kids will be fourth generation. And this process has been going on for a very long time. It basically is evolution. I don't know how else to say it, but it's very similar to evolution. So Darwin was kind of correct, but he was missing the link, the alien link he didn't have, okay? And that's what he was missing, because that's what was going on. People have asked, well then, how come apes, if Darwin is correct, why aren't apes turned into humans? There would be no more apes on this planet. That is because Neanderthals, or the ancient apes, hominids, were brought aboard crafts, and their eggs were altered and advanced with ET genetics, okay? ETs that want to reside on the planet but can't. They can't even breathe this oxygen, this air. It's a bad environment for them, okay? They can't stay here very long. When they do come, they're usually in other realms, and that's what people are seeing. That's why you see them in other realms, because they don't generally want to pop in right where they really can't survive. And that has a lot to do with these chemtrails you're seeing out there. These chemtrails are about. Our governments and other people know this, and they're trying to seed the air to make it uncomfortable for these beings, extraterrestrials, to reside here. And they're trying to make the world, well, uninhabitable for them. What they're doing, they're inhabiting it through humans, and that's what's going on. So they're taking people out of the population like me, okay, and they are basically altering the eggs. One primary I'd like to bring up right now is Jesus of Scriptures, Jesus Christ. Okay, he had Mary of Earth, who was, well, what, the Virgin Mary, and she technically was a virgin because, well, she was brought on a craft, and when Gabriel came to her, he came in a vision, in light, like a light being, and he told her, "You're with child," and she says, "But I can't be. I've not been with any other man," just like my mom, oddly enough. And he says, "Well, you are pregnant. The Lord found favor in you." Okay, that's the only way they could write that, because they don't know how to say ETs did this to you, or extraterrestrials or aliens did this to you. So everything was referred to as the Lord, okay? And angels, these angels are messengers, and they're Malak, and they come back and forth from this planet. And that's what they are. They've been doing this for a long time, messengers, okay? Basically, they're extraterrestrials. All right, they aren't fat little babies flying around in the clouds, okay? So basically what we have here is a population of humans who are constantly advancing, but that doesn't erase the fact that primates are still here. We have apes that are still reproducing, that aren't turning into humans because, well, they're not altering them all. They're letting the primates reside here along with humans, and that's how this is happening. So understand that humans have come originally from, well, primates, and they've been altered through the times, and they progressed to the point that we're at now. And there are still primaries coming up, which means humans will continue to evolve into more advanced races and become more intelligent and have a lot more abilities, and that's what's going on. But I wanted to share this, and hopefully it clears up a lot of what people don't understand about hybridization, because it's real, it's going on, and it's done for a reason. It's been being done for a reason, and that's why these beings haven't taken over this planet. It's because they really can't reside here themselves. So they're living through us, through you and me and everybody else. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.